the experience that you had finding these off-market deals kind of led you into wholesaling. And did you just decide to quit your job at that point, or was there a milestone you set up and you're like, okay, if I can start creating consistent X amount per month, then I'll feel comfortable leaving the software engineering job?
Yeah, very good question. So I think I was, I quit my job 2021 during pandemic. It was the time that I feel like financially I was prepared to basically leave my job. It wasn't exactly, it hasn't, the money that I make from real estate passively hasn't exceeded what I would make from my software engineer job. But I feel like I was able to live off that income comfortably, So that's one factor that helped me give that security to me to leave the job. And then I think the second was really, it was my current business partner that he approached me saying, hey, we're thinking about starting a wholesaling company. Would you like to join us? So I met him, of course, he's an end buyer, cash buyer, or whatever you call it. So I know him from wholesaling deal to him. So there was already pre-existing business relationship there. Just over the years, we're doing business a little bit more. We kind of understand each other more, and then so he brought it up. I was like, I think this is time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
the two factors like really okay. I think I'm ready, and plus I was not getting satisfied from working in a software engineer job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so initially you were doing both at the same time
Yeah.
for a few years. What and you're just focused on your area, right? Which we didn't even mention is where?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah, Little Rock, Arkansas. So
Very affordable.
yeah. But a lot of people think you got to wholesale nationwide, but you've been able to support yourself just from that area. So how are you bringing in deals, and what's your average number of deals per month?
Right now we're doing about 4 to 6 deals a month. We do marketing on the text messaging. We do cold call. We do SEO. We do a little bit of TV ads as well. So really 4 channels. Sometimes we buy leads from internet as well, like the company that provides leads to you, usually from their paid marketing channels like Facebook or their paid PPC, pay-per-click.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many text messages and cold calls are you doing on a weekly or monthly basis?
I'll say daily. Bringing it daily will be easier to think. It's so I got two VAs that's doing the text messaging. So they send about 2,000 text messages a day, and then I got two other VAs working on cold calling. Well, actually, one working on a cold call, and then the others mainly just do a follow-up from our CRMs. That cold call is roughly about 300 to 500 calls a day. So that'll be a breakup. And of course, the other VA just does the follow-up. That's their main task, and to see if there's anyone that's their motivation has changed, timeline has changed, and see if we can, make a deal happen there.
Nice. Yeah. And so a lot of people are probably like, wow, 2,000 a day, text messages, you're going to run out of people quickly, but you just then can recycle, right? And go back, and it takes a lot of touches.
Right. So what, I really thought about that because, and the list, how you manage the list, because if you want to do it at a volume, at a predictable revenue level, how many deals you consistently do, you have to have a system in place, a structure in place. So, and it also, you don't want to keep skip trace the same list or people, because a list between two lists there might be overlap of the duplicate of the same contacts, right? So just to reduce that the cost of skip trace and increase the efficiency, really we're just like we pretty much skip the whole Central Arkansas once. And then just store it in a database.
Yeah.
Coming from a software engineer background, it does help me putting those things in the database, and then just kind of recycle the list and people that I reach out to. Really helps the deal prediction and the volume prediction there.
Got it. Okay. And the average size of your wholesale fees are what?
I would say 7,000 to 8,000 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you got 4 to 6 of those coming in, so people can figure out the math on that. And then in addition to that, you've got revenue coming in from your personal house. You mentioned as well.
Right. Portfolios. So those portfolios right now, I have. Of course, I do my house hacking. And then 3 short-term / mid-term rentals, and then the rest are kind of like a long-term rentals. But really, it's not pure lease. It's like a seller finance selling those property households. That's also passive income side. I would say on the portfolio, really like active side is the Airbnb. I think is. Had a lot of you're the expert on this. So it's just higher cash flow. And that's really I'm trying to work on as well. Just the money that I make from wholesaling and pour that into the next property that I can buy, turn into a short-term or mid-term rental. That's following your footstep.
So you kind of you as you're wholesaling, you'll just sort of take down certain ones for yourself then and use those as rentals.
Yeah, cherry pick. That's a great thing about wholesaling your own backyard. You see the deals coming through your desk. I mean, other wholesalers send us deals as well.
Yeah.
It helps a lot to be able to pick and choose which deal I want to hold.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so I'm curious, and I think my audience would be curious how you do your house hack deal, because I thought it was really interesting yesterday. It's a little bit different than other people that I've talked to that do house hacks. You're doing your actual house. So can you kind of explain how you do that?
It's funny. Actually, I didn't mention this earlier. While I was, getting into, I'm very risk averse kind of person. So as I get into real estate, I'm like, back then I was learning, but I wasn't doing much. And then I forgot to mention I was slowly getting into this through house hack. So the house hacking I was doing back then was really just, have a friend that I, find as roommates. I had a 3-bath, 2-bath house. It's comfortable living a space like 1,700 square foot. They each paid me like $500 a month. So that's like $1,000 back then, more than enough to cover my mortgage and some utilities too. And then, so as time goes by, we, I was trying to get, again, slowly ease into it. Yeah. Airbnb game is a house hack. Right, combined with what I know a little bit, house hack, and adding a little bit element of Airbnb. I was interested in Airbnb. Heard a lot of people, real estate investor do that, and so I back then I was thinking, so Airbnb you can make way more money than just renting out the room for long term. So we started. Give it a try, Of course, we took a course that's provided by one of our CRMs, so that's kind of free. Of course, I just learn it, and it's okay, these are tips, and went live with our rooms, and so right now, so that house, it was this house we're living in is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, so we're able to rent out 3 rooms. Give us a revenue about $1,500 a month.
I see.
So from these 3 rooms right now
Nice.
on Airbnb.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people with house hacks, they will rent out a separate unit within their house. That's what we used to do. We had a finished basement and we put that on Airbnb. And so we really didn't have contact with our guests at all. But you kind of were just like, I'm going to rent out individual rooms, which I think a lot of people are scared to do. They're like, oh, well, I don't know who's staying there. But it sounds like it's worked out really well for you.
Yeah, there's some challenges, of course, but in the end, I think right now, for the life stage we're at, it still makes sense. If I have family and kids, I don't think I'll like to share the space.
Yeah.
So right now, me and fiance, we're good. So I much prefer to sacrifice the personal privacy in the living area space, sacrifice that a little bit for just more cash flow. So we're okay, and of course there's challenge like come across people that a little bit loud, a little bit different schedule, getting up and going to bed, and that could become a disturbance for other guests as well.